Welcome back to the studio. I've not filmed in front of this wall for so long. It's about a year ago since I rebranded as Katie Studio. Happy anniversary. I don't know when I did it, but I knew it was about this time of year, so there we go. It's nice to see how much I've progressed in a year and to now think that I'm on placement, which is what this vlog is all about. My past 2 weeks on placement. It's been mad. I've been so busy. I'm working 70 hours a week. It's mad. So that does mean my personal projects like YouTube and Lucid Thoughts have kind of taken a little dip, so I need to find that balance. It's very hard, but I'm doing it. I will do it. I promise to myself. I will do it. Anyway, enough faffing about. I want to chat about how the past 2 weeks on placement have been. It's been amazing. It's been so good. I'm so loving it. Wow. It's been fun. So in case you don't know anything about me or my placement or what I do, I am a communication design student in third year of uni at RGU. This past year, I've discovered I really enjoy branding. You'll notice I really liked my Lucid Thoughts project. I really loved starting up a new brand, coming up with a logo, the concept, the whole mission statement and everything about the brand and what it was about and what its values were. And it's very personal, so it made it very easy for me to say what its core values were. So basically, a branding agency like Imajica kind of gives the brand the guidelines of how they should present themselves. That's just one of the things they do. But in a nutshell, that's kind of the reason I applied for this placement. So without further ado, I would like to show you the footage from the past 2 weeks of fun at Imajica. Enjoy. Oh, my tea is at the perfect temperature now. Yes. So I want to talk a little bit about Magica just so you guys get an idea of what the company is and what it's about. It's a branding agency, so they deal with a lot of brand guidelines for companies, how a brand would represent themselves, what their core values are, what their visual identity, not just logo design, but typefaces and colours. But there's so many other things that Magica does, and it's so interesting being in a team like that where you can be doing web design one day, a brochure another day, going back to web design, looking at some coding, finding out why certain things aren't working, fixing that, rechanging colours to then update in an InDesign file to then go back into Illustrator and faff about with, and it's just so much work, but it's so interesting and so beneficial. I've learnt so much, and I'm just so happy that I got this placement because in 2 weeks I've learnt more than I probably learnt in a semester at uni. When I started at Magica, I said to the guys, hey, I'm a vlogger, I would love to share my experience while I'm here. And they were so on board with me vlogging. They encouraged it. They told me oh, you can film this, you can film that. Here, have some paper samples and have a look at that. See if you can film anything with this. They were really encouraging and they didn't want me to feel shy or awkward about filming stuff. So it really helps when people are, helping you in situations like that. Like my boyfriend, he's very helpful in encouraging me to film all the time. So I like it when people there are also backing me to do what I want to, creatively. They're not oh, that's awkward. Why are you filming? They're really nice guys and so encouraging. So it's really nice to be in that environment. The work I've been producing there has been so varied. In the first week, I started off by designing a brochure and editing photos for a website that's about to be launched. And then the next day, I was finding content for a wireframe for an oil company, something I know nothing about, but it's very interesting to learn. One of the longest projects I've been working on over these 2 weeks is a brochure for Holborn Hi-Fi. It's all about smart tech and how to showcase that in a way that is appealing to a customer, kind of showing a home in something that is quite welcoming and desirable, so piecing it all together to make sure it includes all the information about all the different appliances, making it look really slick and modern and desirable. Also using templates and paragraph styles, some things that I hadn't really done before. It was very interesting for me to learn and try. I learned a lot during this project and I think we are so close to it getting ready to be sent away for approval, so I'm very excited. Another project I did, which was honestly, you'd think it was easy, but it was actually so difficult, was making a mosaic for a race car driver. It's his 40th this week or next week. I don't know when I'm uploading this, but his 40th is coming up. So I was tasked with making a mosaic of all of his previous years of driving from dating back to like 2002, probably earlier than that, but I remember one of the folder names being 2002, right up until 2018. And I had to go through like 5,000 images just to find pictures of this race car driver and not like his teammates or anything like that. And then I had to compile all those images up to make this final piece, which was his 2015 championship win, I believe. I can't remember anymore. But the final result was amazing. It's A2 size, printed beautifully, and you look really closely at it, you can see all the individual photos and work out who's in them. We snuck in some photos of Imajica as well, so there's some really old photos of the team within that, because they've known the race car driver for so long. It was such a fun project, but honestly, when I went to bed that night and closed my eyes, I kept seeing race cars, and I wanted to cry. It took me so long to do that mosaic, but it honestly was so worthwhile once it was done and printed and framed. I felt very proud of it. It's probably like one of my favourite moments so far for these past 2 weeks. And one of my other favourite moments was getting my staff mugshot taken. Every year they take on a placement student and they post a photo of them on Instagram to share with their followers saying, hello, this person has now joined our team, welcome aboard. Start off with, we just did like a standard blank wall kind of like portrait. It looked very much like a mugshot and it was quite meh. And then Stephen said he really wanted to do the throwing all the business cards idea at me. And so we did that on the Thursday evening. We were just like, fuck it, let's do this. We'll go get the lights from the kitchen, we'll get the tripod, we'll set our shutter speed really high and just throw cards at her and hope to God we get a shot. And it was so funny and it was so funny. We there was a couple of times where Jeff had forgotten to hit the shutter, or Stephen had just thrown them at my head, didn't go anywhere around me. I think it took us maybe 6, 7 or 8 attempts, and then we got it. And when we got it, it was so good. I am so happy with the result. They then put me in charge of photoshopping it all together to make sure that it was all quite even and that my face wasn't completely disgusting. So I did that, and now if you want to go see the final image, go on their Instagram and give it a wee like. So yeah, ended my week with having business cards thrown at me. It wasn't a bad week, 2 weeks in fact. A lot more obviously happened in that time. It's just filming it all is quite difficult when I'm just sat at a desk most of the time and editing. I don't want to film all the same stuff at the same time. But there should be some exciting things happening next week, which I'm excited to share with you guys. Depending on how much I film, I'll either keep it as every 2 weeks or every week. It is a 10-week long placement, so I think every 2 weeks makes more sense, because otherwise it's just going to be fucking so many videos to edit from this placement. So I kind of want to keep it to every 2 weeks, if everyone's okay with that schedule. I am so tired and it's getting so dark outside. I really should have filmed this earlier on in the day. Apologies for how dark it's gotten in that time. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little insight into my placement. It's been really fun. I've really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to keep sharing with you guys what's going on during my placement. Go give Magica a follow on Instagram or Facebook and see what I'm going to be getting up to over the next couple of weeks. Also check out my Instagram, Katie Studio, and please do subscribe if you've not already, because there's quite a few of you that are unsubscribed watchers, and it means you're not going to get notified when I upload. So hit that button down below. It's probably on that side. I don't really know anymore. Right, I'm going to go because it's way too dark. I can't even see myself now, so that's fab. Oh well. Right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.